Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am literally here every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. We have Lord of the Rings level troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you so much. And we've got a great community here because of you. You have been so kind to each other and so kind to me and so kind to Miss Sarah, who comes on Wednesdays. Thank you. If you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, whatever works for you, whatever works. And it looks like I have got some Rogue. Yes, I have Rogue mascara. Dun, dun, dun. Hello. Yes, Vida. Yesterday was epic. Yes, it was. Oh my gosh. Oh, hang on. 1 second. Hold, please. Oh my gosh, we've got good stuff. I have got something to show you that. Oh my gosh, talk about karma. Whoo, boy. All right. Let's do this. Okay. Get my cards out. You ready? Joyce Matthews asking, what happened yesterday? Mary Smith wants to know where are the kitties. Oh, no, I wanted to do this glorious steampunkishness today because for Trump, TikTok, dumpy, TikTok. Anyway, let me share something with you. I think you're going to like this a whole lot. So, I'll take me just 1 second to pull this up. Sorry, that was not wanting to do what I wanted it to. All right, let me refresh and make sure I've got the right number. Ooh, 63. Okay, 60. Here's the thing. Okay, you ready? Keep this number in mind. $63,000. Okay, $63,000. Right? Someone set up a GoFundMe for Trump's $355 million. $355 million. Now, one with interest, it's actually, I want to say 452 and a half, $450 million that he actually owes. So this is actually $100 million short. And the GoFundMe for at least this $355 million has raised $63,000. And she's got her, she's all sad. She has her bottom lip all puffy and Trump, that reddish orange, I don't know, you've been too close to a nuclear reactor look that he has. It just, yeah. Oh, wait. Up here. C. Torino, 463 million. Thank you. Oh, Rose Blue saying it's 475. Okay. Oh, thank you, C. Torino. Hello, Flora in Australia. Hello from Chicago. All right, let me put this. Okay, let me go down here. Okay, and update that. And yes. So I just wanted to share that with you. Let me point something out just to put this in perspective. There is a writing group that on Facebook that I've been a part of for a while, and they're people who are very focused on writing for a living, and they write a lot. I mean, a huge amount. And they're really big on the business and whatnot. So it's really interesting to see. Just, I mean, these people work so hard. Well, there is one of the people over there is a lovely woman who decided that she wanted to do a Kickstarter because she wanted to offer a hardcover of her book, of one of her books, because she has many, one of her books with, a foil dust jacket and, other nice things, right? So Trump has $63,000 of the $355 million that he owes, right? Went and grabbed a screen capture from Kickstarter. There she is. There is this beautiful woman, Canadian. If you can't see it, she works so hard to take care of herself and her mother, and it's amazing. Anyway, I don't read her particular genre of books. I read a lot of space opera and space fleet. I don't know why. I just do. But let's see. She started out wanting $10,000, and she ended up raising nearly $50,000. Oh, thank you, Green. Thank you. Thank you. So this lovely woman, yeah, Avery Phoenix. So that's what she did with no national PR campaign, nothing like that. Just working hard, building up a fan base, doing the right things. Meanwhile, Dumpy has managed that. Mm-hmm. Serena says, might be reporting that GoFundMe to the admins. Don't mind me. And, well, there were some people saying it shouldn't, that the GoFundMe people, it's too, they're all liberals, and you really should have gone to, I guess there are a couple of right-wing things like that. But anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you. So in case you were thinking, oh, yeah. So anyway, how is this going to go? How is the hello, Alan? How is this going to go? Oh, thank you, the empath. And raise all that $450 million. I'm not just talking about the GoFundMe. I'm talking about in general, the whole thing that Trump owes. Oh, trying to stir up his base to give him money. Page of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Tower, Five of Cups, and King of Pentacles. How Trump keeps saying drill, baby, drill. Sell, baby, sell. He owes money to E. Jean Carroll. He owes money to New York State. And the IRS hasn't even really started in on him. Because if the civil case found fraud, what can the IRS do? It's a domino effect. That's why I kept saying to people, don't be disappointed. Don't be disappointed. This is a big domino to start the dominoes falling. Sadness, disappointment. Oh, are the weeds of crime are they bearing bitter fruits? Are they getting kind of thin on the ground, Dumpy? Oh. Whew. DLC says, I believe there are a few more civil cases against him. Ooh, yeah. Louis Davala says, thoughts and prayers? Not. Oh, wow. Nuclear Magenta is asking, but will Saudi Arabia or Russia bail him out? I'm pretty sure that's on the questions today. Let me see. Where are we? Well, let's just ask. Let's put that in now. At 11, say 45. Will Russia, let's say Saudi Arabia or Russia bail Trump out? The funny thing about that, though, is what would they get out of it? I mean, this morning I was listening to Hal Sparks' radio program earlier, and I loved this expression. I'm completely going to use it from now on. That Jared Kushner, he got that $2 billion to invest. He said, that $2 billion, the Khashoggi Memorial Investment Fund. We all need to say that. I'm giving full credit to Hal Sparks, but we all need to start calling it that. The Khashoggi Memorial Investment Fund that Kushner got to invest. Yeah. Apple says, but appeals take forever. But he has to, in order for him to appeal both the E. Jean Carroll case and, from what I hear, this case, he has to put money in escrow accounts to cover those amounts before, if he wants to appeal, while he appeals, because the state doesn't want people losing a case, not putting money up, and just squirreling their money away in the time before the appeal. Yeah. All right. So will Saudi Arabia or Russia bail Trump out? Kushner doesn't get the $2 billion. He gets, I want to say, last I heard, wasn't it $10 million a year to invest that $2 billion? But the Saudi committee that's supposed to oversee that kind of money going out to certain outside investors, they didn't like this. And Kushner went more than a year without investing any of that money while still pocketing his $10 million. But he was being extremely careful. He said he was being extremely careful with who he was investing with. This is relevant. And I think he finally chose one Israeli company to invest in, of course, but not, of course, not for all of it, with all of it. And I have to wonder if, and we should ask sometime, is Kushner worried that if his investments go bad, that he could end up like Khashoggi? So that's what's going on there. So why would they help Trump? So why would they help Trump? But is Saudi Arabia or Russia going to bail Trump out? Oh, poor little thin skin. Poor little Trump with thin skin. It actually feels more like he's got some money squirreled away. But how could he access money he's got squirreled away in other countries without the Trump org monitors saying, excuse us, where'd you get the bail money? Or where'd you get, not the bail money, where'd you get the money for the appeal? Without the state going, excuse you. Death card, Queen of Pentacles. The dynasty. Trump, the businessman. And us being very happy. But this, see, on the one hand, I can't imagine Kushner would go along with giving Trump a whole lot of money. But at the same time, when Trump needed to, he had to prove, to keep certain loans going, he had to prove that he had enough money to cover the loan personally. And in order to do that, he had his children take out mortgages on their homes and put that money in an account. That's what kind of father he is. So I wonder if he's going to get some money from family here. But this doesn't feel like it's overseas. Tab Hopkins. MBS to the left of me, Putin to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. That was awesome. Excellent. Oh, on the defensive. Couldn't happen to a bigger jerk because it'd be hard to find a bigger jerk. Yeah, there's stirring things up. I don't know about donors. I don't know about any big donors. Page of Cups. Emperor. You know how he put up some NFTs and they all sold out at ridiculous prices? And it was like, wow, that was fast. That's a lot of money. Is it possible someone from overseas just came in and scooped up a bunch of that to give Trump money so he'd be in their pocket? Well, this is ferrying money around. This is the money courier for the emperor. Oh, and I do know he has other properties. He has other bank accounts too. Hang on, I'm trying to go up so I can get to that great comment. CC Ryder, thank you. MSNBC reported Trump has a property in the Bahamas and sold a California property. He has other properties that may not be under the New York LLC. Yes, I believe that. I mean, he had a Chinese bank account when he was in office. And was it right before or right after he redid the agreement with China that was pretty good for China? Suddenly, there were millions upon millions of dollars reportedly in that Chinese bank account, and he personally took out, what, 15 million? Something like that? Oh, he's got stuff. But, CM, yes, money laundering. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think there's some squirreling. Will he be able? Okay, so that's the next question. At 2010, no, they're great questions today. 2010, and here I am throwing other ones in. Will Trump have enough to appeal the Letitia James fraud ruling? I guess that's the closest thing I could call it. Will Trump have enough money to actually appeal, would have enough money to put aside? Giovanna says, why do people need that much money? It's crazy. I don't know. I'm excited if I find I've got an extra 20. It's like, yes. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh my gosh. Pain in my head. Not real pain. All right. I'm getting weird pain right there. I don't know what that is. Will he have the money to be able to appeal? Yeah, actually, I think he might be able to swing it. Of course, he'll be raising money from the suckers. Temperance. More scrutiny on his money. There's the institution in the middle. There's a big old chunk of money, but it's being watched. There are going to be questions about, okay, he's appealed, he's put up money, he's put money in escrow, or put money wherever. Where'd the money come from? He will be questioned about that. It's going to hurt. Financially, it'll hurt. CC Ryder says in 2020, Forbes reported Trump has 8 personal properties, including New York penthouse and St. Martin beachfront estate. We never hear about him going there. See, it looks like he has money. He looks like he has all these properties. That's what we're seeing. But we know it's not liquid. But sun, everything laid out. So this would be like in the escrow account with everything. This is for the what he would consider, since it's all political to him. This is the other side demanding, New York demanding everything be in its slot and be where it should be. But he's still going to lose the case. I'm telling you, it's domino. Big domino. Yes, Kelly, and they are leveraged. Absolutely. Ooh, Dixie Lou-hoo, I'm sorry. Didn't mean for you to get any backlash from that. Okay, so at 24:30, Sorry, Cosmic Goat Lady's question. Thank you for being here. It's very exciting. I got Cosmic Goat Lady said, I got a feeling last night while watching the Trump $364 million, $450 million, watching that yesterday, I had a feeling, quote, the last couple of days were the Republic Karma turning point, and it's all downhill for them from now on. So the Republican Karmic turning point. So is it all downhill for Republicans from here? Well, we want our country back, and frankly, I have to say, I think the turning point was the Supreme Court when they took women's rights away. I think that was it. Sorry. Weird noises. There, I'll close that so you don't have to listen to the weird noises. So is this the Republican karma turning point? Is it all downhill from here? I'd say things are not going to go well for the Republicans. They aren't going well, and they're not going to. They've shrunk their tent. They've embraced fascism. And I know that word gets thrown around a lot, but cruel, bigoted authoritarianism, dang. And even people who might be young Republicans, I don't know if they're in a hurry to follow in their family's footsteps, because being this is being brushed with the MAGA brush. So more people voting for Democrats. Republicans, they do have voters. They will have voters, but it's a matter of how many. This is not going well for them. And it's all, and I mean all, their own fault. Deborah Johnson says, yes, I have the Trump banner too. Is that on purpose? Trump banner, this? I left it up on purpose, if this is what you're talking about. But, all right. Okay, so, oh, here we go. You know how I mentioned the IRS. At 28 minutes in, analysts believe that Trump and his oldest sons could now be facing serious IRS issues after the fraud ruling. Are they correct? Oh, Treasury Department. Hello, IRS. We going to go have a little looky-loo? Lewis says he can't even afford to buy a vowel. Exactly. Oh, Letitia Clark, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. Oh, IRS, where art thou? I do not want anything bad to happen to these people. I do not want them ill. I don't want them to get a hangnail. I want them to face justice. Absolute justice. CC Ryder says New York Times is saying the judge also ordered they pay substantial interest, pushing the penalty for the former president to $450 million, according to Attorney General Letitia James. Oh, glorious. What's hidden? What's secret? Trump, the businessman, the businessman. Surrounded with his weeds of crime. And with this fraud, it's been shown that he is a thief. Don't need to say allegedly. It's been proven. And it's been proven over and over and over. The whole dynasty, the whole Trump, everybody involved in the Trump world. This is end of the way things used to be, end of the privilege, end of the lack of oversight. And this, my friends, Knight of Swords, aggressive law enforcement. Getting up and enforcing the law. It would be inappropriate for me to kiss the cards, wouldn't it? Harvey Norton, isn't the Secret Service part of the Treasury Department also? I believe so, yes. Because they're the ones who took on counterfeiting. So, all right. Paquita Gillis at 3120. We're going to go into some other stuff. 3130. Let's do it that way. Had a question. Will Republican states count votes for the presidential election or decide that despite the vote tally, Trump will be their winner? I don't think so, but let's have a look. CC Ryder, yes. Where's the dang IRS? As Lou says, they're your cards. Why not? All right, red states. When Biden wins in your state, will you say, nope, not feeling it? People are going to be very, very scared about that happening. And no one who believes in democracy at all is happy with Speaker Mikey He Hates Everything Johnson being in charge come the next January 6th. Because he voted to not certify the election. Sorry to turn that down so I could see the cards and my features. Oops. Oh, glorious. Okay. So, Republican states. Oh, yeah, they're Biden federal government. They're on it. They won't like it. People are going to be very nervous come November. And you might be worried about it, but I don't know. It feels like it works out. But everybody's on edge. Everybody's on edge, but will there be talk? Will there be maneuvering? Maybe, but I'm still getting Biden wins and. Oh, red states. Suburban housewife, I agree. Preacher Mike is a seditionist. A JR, that is the question. Why are ordinary people paying this idiot's bills? But he's a billionaire. He doesn't need your money, right? We're going to be okay. It's just going to be tense. We're just going to be worried. But Queen of Cups, 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups. In the Sun. Knight of Pentacles over here, trying to move stuff around a little, but he can't steal. He doesn't have enough power to steal the election. And whatever he does is very much, you can't hide it. Everybody's going to be watching for interference. That's what I'm getting. So fingers crossed. I'm feeling hopeful. And I'm going to get rid of that and this. So next is, sorry, 35 in the year 3535. No, 3540. CMC was asking, will the RNC back Lara as their co-chair like Frumpy wants? Lara Trump. Will they? Oh, is Becca here? Hello, Becca. Becca from House of Lenormand is in the chat. Do follow Becca from House of Lenormand. All right. So Lara Trump, really going to be co-chair of the RNC. Jocularity. Far right communication. Okay, that's weird. All right, we know what Dumpy wants. The RNC is hurting. They're being pushed. It feels like they're actually being pushed out by all the Democratic fundraising and organizations. So Becca says if that happens, the Trumps will bankrupt the RNC before the end of the week. Yes, they will. And she's already said that if she becomes co-chair, every penny at the RNC will go to where it should, which is to re-elect her father-in-law, Donald Trump. Hey, you want to waste what little money the RNC has left? Chaos. See, I've got Hanged Man here, suspension. Then I've got the Lover's card. So with this chaos here, I would chaos suspension, but this is in the future. If it was just the Lover, if it was just this, I would say she might get in, because she upsets everybody. But I've got a Hangman right in the middle. I get some clarification on that one. Lara Trump. Will Lara Trump be chair, co-chair, or chair of the RNC? Oh, Beckett guaranteed. 3 of the plan. Well, we know what the plan is. They've said it out loud. Lara Trump. It's funny. I'm not getting a straight answer. And I think it's because Page of Swords, 2 of Swords. All right, so this would be voting. This would be deciding. Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. I got 3 page cards and a 2 with just daily hard work right there. So they can be young people, but really there's no big money here. There's no big money here. Even if she gets in, there's nothing. They're so broke. They are so broke. And she would end up with a lot of work to do to try to raise money. And this is weak sauce. Thank you. Welcome, people who are new. Welcome. I'm here every day. On Wednesdays, I'm here with Sarah. And just put your questions in the chat before I come on. So, and 10% of my income from everything black and orange goes to Feeding America, which supplies food to food banks across the country. There we go. All right. Let's. Roast Blue says, I can donate a shovel to the GOP for the crater they're digging. Kevin Waggy saying they have enough money to cover maybe 3 weeks of Trump's legal costs. Oh, I don't even know if they've got that much. Yeah. Elizabeth Schuyler Hamilton says even that GoFundMe making its rounds on Twitter is going to fail because it violates our terms of service. Oh, right at the top. Go back to the beginning. I showed you I showed you the page. I showed you what they're up to. I had the banner up along the bottom for a while. Oh, it's glorious. Okay, so the next, let's see here. All right, Pat Lyle is concerned about the Supreme Court overturning stuff to do with Trump. Since the state and federal courts are finally holding Trump accountable, yes. How likely is it the Supreme Court will find ways to overturn the verdicts? How indebted are the 5 to him? Those are 2 different questions, I think. Let's look at the first one. How likely is it that SCOTUS will overturn the verdicts? True, Becca. The GoFundMe hasn't raised enough for Melania's hairdresser. CC Ryder says that GoFundMe is run by scam artists under investigation. Oh, glorious. It just gets better. It just gets better. Oh. All right. Supreme Court. Yay. I like beer and the step for justice and justice money bags. Yeah. So are you going to overturn whatever you need to so that Trump gets away with stuff? You did notice that Clarence Thomas hasn't recused himself from anything Trump related. Have you noticed that? Thank you, Serena. Thank you. Makes a big difference. Thank you. Oh, yikes. Okay. That's a Trump victory, but that's a card for the reading. Let's see what we got. This is the financial pain for Trump. This would be the going up the river pain. So this is what Trump is facing in civil and criminal cases. And once again, I won't kiss the cards, but I can want to. Mwah. Okay. Phew. Clarence Thomas, Justice Moneybags. Yeah, how much have they been paid off? How much? I'm sorry, was it $400,000 that of I Like Beer's mortgage or debts were paid off? There's some disappointment here, but not complete. And this would be judges, but not justice. Usually Supreme Court stuff is major arcana. Yes, doesn't look like them, because I do not think they're going to give Trump immunity. By the way, is it Wednesday? Next Wednesday, Supreme Court has said they're going to rule on something related to Trump, but we don't know if it's the immunity or the some states not wanting him on the ballot. That's the last I heard. If you hear more, please let me know. Oh, it's a boo-boo under the blankie. Supreme Court. Show me corruption. That would be Trump potentially going up the river. Again, no major arcana. This is not letting him skate. You have lawyers. They're judges. If it was above board, it was above board. On the defensive, some disappointments. This is not the Supreme Court giving Trump a pass. I think they'll keep him on the ballots, but yeah, I'm not picking up on immunity. So CC Ryder says, I don't think the Supreme Court has announced a ruling time frame on anything. Okay, thank you, CC. Darren says, Boo-Boos and Kitty knows it's Catterday. Official afternoon nap time. My 3 are snoozing too. Oh. And Becca says, as corrupt as the Supreme Court is, I think they'll have a sense of self-preservation to not rule in his favor. I hope so. I hope so. Okay. Oh, yeah. Isn't Nikki Haley changing her tune? Let me see. Oh, let's do this one at 47. All right. Captain Bone Spurs. President Zelinskyy has invited Trump, Captain Bone Spurs, to come visit the front lines of the Russian invasion with him so Trump can understand what is at stake with NATO and what, quote, real war is, unquote. Will brave Sir Donald accept this gauntlet that has been thrown down? 3 cards. It's not worth more than that. Yeah. There's just Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. It's not even going to register. It's just, nope, Trump's just going to pretend that never happened. Just, no, he's not even here. He's not even here. Yeah. Captain Bone Spurs. All right. Gretchen had a really interesting question. Yes, Rose Blue. 4840. This is a question. I like this one. I like these. You guys bring great questions with this one. As the pressure mounts, will Trump turn on his own supporters for not financially supporting him enough to get him out of his financial difficulties? Will Trump turn on MAGA? Narcissism is a terrible thing. He literally has the mindset of actual narcissism. It's like he thinks he's a medieval king. And everyone knows him fealty, loyalty, sacrifice. He owes them nothing. It is divine right that and it's to the point where with full-blown narcissism, it's like other people aren't even completely separate entities. They're supposed to be doing his his bidding. Which is one of the reasons why they fly off the handle when somebody shows some independence. But will Dumpy get mad enough that he is going to turn Will you bite the hand that feeds you? David Miner, you're correct. He's going to want them to charge the Bastille at some point. I believe that. Okay, there's the sun. Not fully. Because there's a sucker born every minute. They're still giving him money. So I've got the Fool, Page of Wands, High Priestess is in the middle, Knight of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. No, he'll, but okay. I think he's still going to get money. This is a money courier, but right behind is the other side saying, is this money legal? Where'd you get this money? Is this from overseas? Is this everywhere the money's trying to get to him? It's being followed by the other side, asking questions. Maybe the DOJ asking questions. Where's that money? Where's that money coming from? I think somebody just got into trouble for trying to funnel foreign money into one of Trump's PACs or something. Cynthia O'Keefe, absolutely. Keep in mind, Trump only has 30 days to get a bond. And he can't get a loan from any bank that is, what is it, accredited for business in New York? Which is almost all of them. There's most of them. Certainly the big ones. All right. I don't light candles, so why does it smell like candles? Okay. All right. Okay. I didn't get to this one. Taking me a little bit of time, but at 53 minutes, we have to cover this. Oh, the biggest scumbag, the scumbag of scumbags. Wait, let me get the right overlay. Here we go. Whoops, this way. This jerk. Yes. The House Ethics Committee has receipts in their investigation into Matt Gaetz. The committee is now in possession of Gaetz' texts and photos from a woman who was part of a trafficking investigation. While the unidentified woman affirmed that she was over 21 at the time and that things were consensual, at the let's just the first and last letters of the DEA, what that stands for. At the fueled parties, the woman told DOJ investigators she, quote, received payments in connection with multiple parties, types of those kinds of parties, with people in Gaetz' circle, unquote. It is alleged that the text may include information on participants who were not of age at the time. Investigators have a text from Gaetz from 2017 where he wrote to her, quote, hey, any interest in flying on a private plane to the Keys, May 19th to 21st? Adding, she would be traveling with 2 guys, 4 girls, a very high-quality adventurous group. And after she replied, fantastic, he replied, as is true with all time you spend with me, it'll be fun and chill, before asking if she had a passport. So, they have information. Yeah. So the House Ethics Committee now has receipts. Investigation to Matt Gaetz. I'm sorry, Beck. I didn't mean to make you nauseous. Oh, yeah, and Louis did too. I'm sorry. As it's going to be a great time, as is any time you spend with me. God. Okay, that's like a bad pickup line. I mean, bad. Red flag, red flag, red. Like Soviet Union, red flags everywhere. Man. Ah. All right, Gatesy Waitsy. Has Matt Gaetz. Oh, look, it's a devil card. Fitting. All right, what have we got here? Ugh. Okay. Now, this is the Ethics Committee, so this isn't, like, he's not going to go to prison. That isn't what the Ethics Committee can't throw him in prison. That's not, okay, but card for the reading is the devil. Nuff said. Then we have Major Arcana, Judgment about the Lovers. Major Arcana. This is a young person who has a material, this is Pentacles or Earth sign, so physical receipt or exchange of money. This is my card of merchants, but also it can be evidence laid out. And this can be a celebration, but you put these together, this can also be the other side with the receipts. So, what is the House Ethics Committee going to rule about Matt Gaetz? It's going to be something that will hurt him. Is he still married to Ginger Lucky? Roxana Lee, that's a lot of cups. Yeah, a lot of D and A from the DEA abbreviation. Elizabeth Schuyler Hamilton is asking, can they pin a scarlet A to him and point at him and scream unclean every time he goes by? That's awesome. Yes, Raymond DePascal has Matt Gaetz, Florida man. Well, we want him to face justice, but it's an ethics committee. Corruption, judgment again. He's not going to be popular, and the Democrats certainly aren't going to help him. And it feels like they're going to throw all kinds of nastiness at him. So, pointing out the obvious. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, and this is another question I've been meaning to get to for a while. So at 59:10. All right. The prospect of Putin trying to blow up our satellites. Welcome to Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto enters a sign to plow, starts digging up everything related to that sign so things can grow in the future. And if things don't have strong roots, like a tree with solid roots, it'll just knock it over. Just knock things over. It shows where all the weaknesses are. Aquarius rules technology. We have a whole bunch of satellites. And how many of them could protect themselves? So I'm not saying I want any kind of military anything in space. I just don't know if we can avoid it. So how serious is the prospect of Russia bombing our satellites. Just so you know, my understanding is Space Force basically existed before Trump. He just tried to put a ribbon on it to make it its own thing. He didn't invent it. Anyone who tries to tell you differently, well, we wouldn't have a Space Force if it wasn't for Donald Trump. No. Yes, we would. We kind of did. Just saying. That's my understanding. Knight of Wands. All right, that would be far right aggression. Okay, I've got Sun, so we can be up in, because I've got the Sun there, I've got the world in the middle. So this would be space. King of Cups. We've been sending stuff up there. Our liberal democracy here. Yeah, we've been sending stuff. Sun, world. Sending stuff up. Sending stuff up. There are other countries that have been sending, this is what it feels like. Other countries have been sending stuff up too, but I don't know that I don't know that Russia or anybody would need to use bombs. I have to wonder if, because there's so much up there and there's so much space junk up there too, and there's just so much, I have to wonder if some bad actor wouldn't, oh, we lost control of our satellite and it just happened to billiard ball your satellite. Oops, sorry. Oh, did that happen again? Oh, what a shame. That's more what that feels like. And it would actually, collateral damage, it feels like smaller countries, satellites up would get hurt the most. I'm not getting bombs. And I'm certainly not getting nukes. I mean, they may be talking about it. They might be trying to figure out how to do it. Because that's not something you can do for funsies on a Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I think I'll send a nuke up into space. Do you have access to nukes? Well, I'm the Russian government, so sure, I've got some access. All right. We've put up some satellites. So yeah, let's just do that today at 4. What do you think? James, yes. Yes, the most accurately named thing in the history of language is space. It's why when NASA and the other agencies, when they send spaceships, spacecrafts out to the outer planets past the asteroid belt, they don't even take into account the asteroid belt. It isn't like, well, we need to adjust this or fix it, because there's so much. It's so big. And there's a lot in the asteroid belt, but the space is so big that the chances of something we send out there being hit are actually really small. Isboma, space lasers. Jewish space lasers. What I'm getting is, I know space is big, but what I am getting is, I think there would be more oopsies. Oops. Mine fell, it got out of control, and no, it didn't go into re-entry. It just happened to move over there and cross in front of yours and mess up your satellite. Five of Cups, Two of Swords, Page of Swords, Queen of Wands, Justice, Page of Wands. Yeah, this is, all right. Fret not. I'm honestly, these are not cards of, even with the major arcana here being Justice. Oh, thank you, Carol. Gifted 10 black and orange memberships to people, random people in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. So this is justice. That's balance. So even if there would be some bad actors, this is not catastrophe. This is not nukes in space. No, not okay. Just, yeah. Sleep easy. All right. Well, I went a little long, but that's okay because I love spending time with you. Thank you so much for being here. And again, I am literally here every single day of the year. So at 3 o'clock, I will be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. We do 6 25-minute creative sprints. We focus on our projects, and then we just encourage each other, rinse, repeat. And it can be absolutely anything. We just want to encourage you. Other than that, I'll be right back here tomorrow. I'm literally here every day. So yeah, please don't forget you are not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. Okay, hang in there. All right, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel. Bye.